Alrighty, Legend for Life here, bringing guys a brand new video. So, holy crap, we got the first cards from the next Legendary Duelist revealed, and good lord, I am excited for this set. So, this is Legendary Duelist YgoAmino is what it's apparently going to be named. That makes me interested to see if it's going to be purely about Legendary Duelists, just Bakura, because he's the only one on the cover. The set is apparently named after him, which is interesting, but all of the previous Legendary Duelist sets have been very, very interesting. Some have been better than others, of course, but however, breathing new life into these old decks that are fan favorites and everything has always been something that I really, really like. Now, granted, of course, most of these cards are probably just going to be relegated to being really good in Duel Links, and that's about it. But, however, I feel like that with the Bakura stuff, we might have something that works really well here. It's very, very intriguing. And even more so, if this is going to be a villain pack, oh my god, I can't wait to see what kind of stuff the other villains, if it's not just going to be all about Bakura in this set, get, because the villains of Yu-Gi-Oh! Oftentimes, I'll be honest, they get the shaft whenever it comes to how good their decks are in real life, or rather, how bad, you know? I mean, heck, the only even remotely relevant villain deck I can even remotely even think of that has ever been even remotely relevant is, to an extent, the Supreme King monsters from Arc V. You know, and really only one of them was relevant, and that was Supreme King Starving Venom. So it's going to be interesting to see which villains they pick to give more support to. If it's going to be anything like the others, we're going to get six different archetypes to get more support in here. Again, though, it's called YgoAmino, so I don't know. I'm very interested to see if it is going to be focused on more than just Bakura. I hope it is, because, I mean, as cool as Bakura is, I want, some more support for some other villain decks. Anyway, so, moving on. Let's talk about the first of the new cards. We have Curse Necrofear. Oh my god. It's a retrain of Dark Necrofear, but it's supposed to work with the old one. And god, that artwork. This thing is terrifying, and whoever named the picture, you are awesome. So, Curse Necrofear, level 8, Dark Fiend, effect monster, 2800 attack, 2200 defense. I believe that's the same stats as Dark Necrofear, but flipped. Or maybe even the same, I don't know. This card cannot be normal summoned or set, and can only be special summoned by a card effect. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. Which, well, it only has 2 effects. So, the first is its own special summoning effect, where you can target 3 of your banished fiend monsters, special summon this card from your hand, and shuffle those monsters into the deck. Now, the reason why this card works with the original Dark Necrofear is right there. You target 3 of your banished fiend monsters, shuffle them back in the deck, and special summon this card. The original Dark Necrofear banishes 3 fiends from your graveyard to special summon it from your hand. So this basically, you summon one, then you desummon the other. And then its second effect, if this monster you control is destroyed by your opponent and sent to the graveyard, during the end phase of that turn, special summon this card from the graveyard. Then you can destroy cards your opponent controls up to the number of spells and traps you control with different names. This is really, really stupid. The fact that it just keeps coming back unless your opponent gets rid of it in the graveyard is really, really obnoxious. And then it pops spells and traps too. Now, that is really, really... Oh, sorry, it destroys any card. It destroys cards. And, of course, as you get more and more Destiny board stuff out on your field, you're going to be able to pop more and more cards. For those who don't know, the whole idea with Bakura's deck was to stall out until you can get all of the Destiny board pieces out. And he basically played a bunch of fiend monsters. So the fact that this thing keeps coming back, and the fact that it also disrupts your opponent and is just really, really obnoxious, and works in tandem with the original Dark Necrofear, is just really, really good. And then also it works in tandem with the Destiny board stuff, because as the turns drag on, which you want them to because you are stalling your opponent till you can get all 5 of the Destiny board pieces out, then, well, you obviously get to pop more and more cards. It's really, really cool, and I like that a lot. Moving on, we got Dark Spirit of the Denial. This is a retrain of one of Bakura's old monsters that was a level 3 normal monster, as well as also this guy over here. Both of these are retrains of the normal monsters he played back in the day, and heck, it even kind of looks like they have the normal monsters, and then like these things are popping out of them, which is kind of crazy and also scary. So, Dark Spirit of the Denial, level 3, Dark Fiend, effect monster, 1600 attack, 0 defense. You can only use its first and second effects of this card's name once per turn. By the way, these two both have the exact same second effect, which is really, really cool. So, its first effect is, during the start of the damage step in which your opponent monster attacked, you can send this card you control or in your hand to the graveyard and target one level 8 Fiend monster in your graveyard. Special summon that monster, but its effects are negated, and switch the attack target to that monster and proceed to damage calculation. This is obnoxious as hell. So, okay, so during the start of the damage step in which your opponent's monster attacked, so your opponent's attacking you, started the damage step, you discard this card, target one of your level 8 fiends in your graveyard, special summon that monster, but its effects are negated and switch the attack target to it. Now, the reason why this works is because you can target your Cursed Necrofear or your Dark Necrofear, who I'm going to go ahead and bring up on the old YgoPro so I can show you, in case you guys don't remember what Dark Necrofear does. So you bring them back, and then you proceed to troll your opponent, because then they have to attack it, because it's redirecting the attack to them, which will then trigger Cursed Necrofear or Dark Necrofear, which is really, really, really stupid. I love this. It's so cool. Okay, come on, YgoPro, load. There we go. So then, I'll bring up Dark Necrofear 2 in here in a minute. And then if a level 8 Fiend monster is sent to your graveyard while this card is in your graveyard, which you just got it in the graveyard, and you just got a level 8 Fiend on your field, you get to add this card to your hand if that monster is destroyed. So, okay, so your opponent attacks you. You activate this thing's effect, discard itself, target one of the Necrofears, bring them out, redirect the attack to the Necrofear. Your opponent runs over the Necrofear, affected this guy, add it to your hand, affected the Necrofear, and then just kind of troll your opponent. It's really, really, really good. I love this. Now, obviously, you'll probably be mainly wanting to bring out Dark Necrofear, because Dark Necrofear has the immediate destruction effect. Ah, I knew it. Reverse attack and defense. So you banish 3 fiends from your graveyard during the end phase of this card is in the graveyard because it was destroyed by an opponent's card this turn. It's sent to your graveyard while it was a monster card under your control. Target one face-up monster opponent controls, equip this card to that target while this card is equipped to a monster by this effect. You can control that monster. So I was wrong. I thought Dark Necrofear triggered right away, but oh well. And then I'm pretty sure we have another Dark Spirit monster. I could have sworn Dark Spirit. Oh yes, Dark Spirit of the Silent. A trap card. When activate only when an opponent's monster declares an attack, negate that attack and select another face-up monster your opponent controls. That monster attacks instead. Change it to... Okay, so... Yeah, so the previous Dark Spirit card was not a monster, it was a trap card. But still, same artwork and everything, which is pretty cool. And then we got Dark Spirit of the Malice. Same secondary effect where if a level 8 Fiend monster is sent to your graveyard while this card is in your graveyard, you can add it to your hand. And then its first effect is when your opponent activates a card or effect, you can send this card you control or in your hand to the graveyard, then target one level 8 Fiend monster in your graveyard, spell summon that card, but its effects are negated. So basically, it doesn't negate the card or destroy it or anything. Oh, this also can be sent from the field as well. So cool. So it doesn't negate the card or anything, but however, it does get you another monster out, which is pretty good as well. And of course, gets you out your Necrofears, which is really, really good. And then we move on to the spell card, Dark Occultism. God, these cards are going to get censored to high hell, and especially once you see the trap card's name. Oh my god. The trap card's name is going to get... I don't know what they're going to change it to, but it's going to be interesting. So, Dark Occultism... discard one card, add a Destiny board or level 8 Fiend monster from your deck to your graveyard. From your deck or graveyard to your hand. You can banish this card from the graveyard except during the turn it was sent there to the graveyard. Place any number of Spirit Message cards or Destiny boards in your hand or graveyard, each with different names on the bottom of your deck in any order. Then draw cards equal to number placed. This is so freaking good. Okay, one of the biggest issues with Destiny board is the fact that if it got destroyed, all of them went to the graveyard and then you couldn't do anything with them. So what this does is, if you have them in your graveyard or you have them in your hand, because I think Destiny board can only place them from your deck, I can't remember, and I already closed YgoPro because I'm an idiot, but oh well. So this immediately gets them back to the deck, puts them on the bottom. So then you don't have to worry about drawing them again. And then you get to draw cards for free. Like, what the heck? So, theoretically, let's say you were like one card close, okay? You had Destiny board all the way up to the 4 things, okay? Your opponent destroys the Destiny board, and then, well, everything goes down to the graveyard. You use Dark Occultism effect, put all 4 of those cards back onto the bottom of your deck. You draw 4 right there. That's so good. I love it. This thing's gonna be good. I mean, I don't think this deck's gonna be particularly amazing, but it's definitely gonna be a very fun deck for fun. Now we get to the trap card, which, oh my god, the trap card's name, Death Sentence. I have no idea what they're going to change this name to. Death Sentence. Censored. Yeah, it's getting censored. That name. I don't think they're going to change anything in the art, but the name is definitely not sticking around. I love this down here. Goodbye. So it's a continuous trap card. No, it's not a retrain of Destiny board, but it is something that facilitates it. So, it's a continuous trap card. You can only use one effect of this card's name once per turn. So you can only do one or the other. You can't do both in the same turn. First effect, target fiend monsters among your banished or in your graveyard up to the number of spirit message cards or Destiny board you control. Add them to your hand. Second effect, you can send this card into Spell and Trap Card Zone to the graveyard, place 1 spirit message card from your hand, deck, or graveyard into your Spell and Trap Card Zone, and treat it as being placed there by the effect of Destiny board. This is really, really good too. So it helps facilitate the stall out factor of the deck by constantly getting you resources as the Destiny board is getting closer and closer to being finished. And then once you get really close and you don't need to keep recurring your fiends, you can send it to the graveyard to put your spirit message out on a field. This is really, really, really good and is very, very proactive in helping out the deck. And it really does help with the prolonging that the deck wants to do to get the Destiny board out, as well as also turbo it out a bit more. So overall, I'm hoping they get 1 or 2 more cards. I feel like 3 new monsters, a spell, and a trap is maybe not enough. I don't know what kind of random Dark Fiends you're going to play in the deck. I mean, they're level 3, so maybe BA would be interesting, because then Skarm can search out Dark Spirit of the Denial and Dark Spirit of the Malice. That'll be interesting to see as well. And then, of course, you got the other stuff that was released a while back with the the field spell that helps out with the Destiny board and everything. It's going to be interesting to see how this deck shapes up. So yeah. And guys, that's it for this. I'm sorry I haven't been uploading as consistently as I used to. We are getting into the final few weeks of this semester, and it is killing me. That being said, I don't have any school this summer. Normally I take a few summer classes, but none of that this summer. Just all my classes are going to be in the fall and the spring next year. So therefore, I'm going to have the entire summer off. I'm going to be trying to do a video a day. Also, I'm going to try and bulk record all the stuff I've missed, because yes, I know about the Fortune Fairies, I know about the Vision Heroes, and I know about the Samorg stuff. I just haven't gotten the time to actually record and talk about it. So, thank you all for watching. Have a great day. Hope you guys look forward to the future videos. Peace out and goodbye.